Before the body camera footage begins, I'd like to provide some background. At the time, my ex-wife and I were going through a divorce in Leavenworth, Kansas. I was seeking shared physical custody of our son, while she pursued sole custody. I was on active duty in the U.S. Army, and unfortunately, my ex-wife chose to fabricate text messages and emails, allegedly from anonymous sources, falsely claiming that I had threatened to harm her and our son. As expected, the court's primary concern was the safety of our son. While the allegations were investigated by the Leavenworth Police Department, military police, and the Army's Criminal Investigation Division (CID), I was placed on supervised visitation. I fully cooperated with all investigative agencies and was ultimately cleared of all accusations. The organization assigned to supervise my visits was CASA. While CASA typically works with families where there are concerns about substance abuse or domestic violence, they are also sometimes involved in contested custody cases when serious allegations are made. In my case, Brianna from CASA reviewed the emails and correctly determined they had been fabricated, an apparent attempt by the mother to interfere with visitation. To support this, I've included body camera footage in which Carolyn herself admits she was planning to have my supervised visits terminated. Unfortunately, she succeeded. As a result, my visitation was suspended for 4 months, during which Carolyn refused to allow even phone contact with our son. Now that you have the necessary context, I'll begin by playing the video clips of Carolyn stating her intention to end my supervised visits. After that, we'll move on to the narrative report written by Officer Green, followed by the body camera footage. A copy of the emails will be included at the end of the video.
Don't see the point in changing it at this moment until I can get his visits taken away.
Visitation, CASA only.
CASA only?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm about to take that away too. I'll catch a charge for not bringing him. I don't give a shit at this point.
On March 10th, 2020, at approximately 1,418 hours, I was dispatched to 100 S 5th St. Leavenworth, Leavenworth County. CASA to meet with Brianna. CASA to meet with Brianna Burgess, an employee of CASA, in regards to a criminal threat. I arrived at CASA at approximately 1,422 hours, and Burgess provided me with copies of emails she had received from Terry Harris, an attorney for Carolyn Force. Carolyn and her ex-husband, Alex Force, have been using CASA's services so Alex can have supervised visits with their son, Bentley Force. On the afternoon of Friday, June 12, 2020, Brianna received a phone call from Terry stating Carolyn was receiving emails she believed were from Alex. Terry forwarded copies of the emails to Brianna. These emails contained threatening statements in regards to Bentley. The first email stated, "I'm not joking, next time you bring your son to a CASA visit or let me see him in any way, I'll take him from this earth. If you ever let me see him or get near him again, he will be gone." Later in the email, there was another statement in regards to Bentley. "The only way to stop this is to stop me from ever seeing him ever again. That's the only way. What are you going to do on Monday? The first chance I get, he will be gone, and you will never see him again. It will be your fault. Not only would you bring him to me, but you will know what's going to happen. What are you going to do? The choice is yours. Time is ticking, only you can stop this and is all up to you." Brianna received a copy of a second email. In this second email, the sender, again believed to be Alex, made more comments threatening harm to Bentley. The second email stated, "Taking our son is what I will do, there is no doubt about it. Bring him to another supervised visit. The next chance I have, I will take him from this earth. The first opportunity, the first time that I know I can do it, I will. You think anyone at supervised visit can stop me, LOL. Do they have guns at visits? No, they don't. There is no protection for anyone. Can you stop me? Non-supervised visits won't work either. That will just make everything way too easy to do. How will you stop me? Put me on phone visits? One conversation on the phone, and I'll just pop over to your place for a little visit, and you can watch. The only way to stop this is to keep your son and I 100% apart. That's the only way to protect him. The greatest part is that you know I'll do it. You know I will do it if you give me a chance. I won't break the rules, I promise I won't cheat. If you follow the rules I laid out, he will be safe for the rest of his life. Don't break the rules. I mean it, 100% zero contact in. Anyway, let the games begin." Both these emails were sent from an encrypted mailbox through the website tutanota.com. I attempted to conduct a follow-up with Carolyn via public service. None of her listed contact information in the Leavenworth Police Department in-house system is currently in service. Brianna is working on finding more up-to-date contact information for Carolyn and will contact me with that information at a later time. It should be noted that CASA has suspended all supervised visits between Alex and Bentley while this incident is being investigated. My body-worn camera was activated and later uploaded to the Coban system. The copies of the emails sent to Carolyn have been attached to this report. I have nothing further to report at this time.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Are you Brianna?
Nope, Brianna's right in there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
So, I understand someone here is receiving threats?
We are not directly receiving the threats.
Okay.
Can you walk with me down to my director's office
Yeah.
just so we can kind of figure out? We've kind of been just advised to put in a report.
Okay.
So what's happened is One of the families that we serve, the parents have been, mom has been supposedly receiving anonymous emails from the father saying they're the father, but they can't trace him back to him.
Okay.
He's been cleared in court. They said they can't trace him. But this is the first time that she has received something that says specifically, in the CASA visits, I'm going to end the child's life.
Okay, gotcha. And where is mom at?
Mom's here in Leavenworth.
Okay.
What happens is we do the visitations for them. So Dad comes in typically two times a week for 1 hour, Monday and Tuesdays.
Gotcha.
We have stopped those because of the emails. We don't know where they're coming from.
Right.
We are in the process of trying to work on getting our security staff to be able to pat down.
Okay, gotcha.
But we don't know whether it's best that we just end services or whether we go ahead and go that process. But we've been told that we should probably put in a report and give you guys access to these emails because we don't think that the court is being made aware of the criminal side of it. Like they're going through the whole process of their divorce and the parenting time and all that, but I don't think they're criminally really looking at these things.
Okay,
So if you'll come with me to my director, and that way she can kind of tell you specifically what we need or what she's thinking.
Okay.
Sorry, it's kind of a maze.
No, you're
through
fine.
all of our programs.
You're fine.
I don't want to forget.
Hi.
I kind of already give her the fill in that it's a family that we serve. We don't know where their emails are coming from, but it does directly state that he will remove this child from the earth. And
Here.
Yeah.
During CASA visit.
Why he's in a CASA of a supervised visit.
Okay. What's mom's name?
Mom's name is Carolyn. It was Force. I'm not sure what she moved back to.
Yep.
You're
I'm
probably,
familiar with that
probably
family.
very familiar with
I
that.
am, yeah. So, at this point, I'll have to call my supervisor about this because normally when, say it's not like kids involved, say it's, 2 adults, one's threatening the other, and you guys as a third party reports that to us. Normally, we can't really do much with that other than just document it. As far as bringing criminal charges against that person, the person who is directly being threatened would be the one that has to make the police report and want to press charges.
I think we just need the paper trail.
Okay. But with this being a family and you guys being an organization that works with families and stuff, makes it a little different. At the very least, I can OAR it, which isn't going to go to court, but it's going to build that paper trail for you guys. And you guys would have access to my notes from everything that we talked about today. And then has Carolyn talked to you guys about wanting to press charges for any of this, or?
No.
Okay.
She's going, everything's, and she didn't even make me familiar of these. Her attorney did. Her attorney calls me up and says, hey, since they've specifically mentioned CASA this time, I want you guys to be aware of it.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, okay, let me talk to my director, find out what we need to do. So we immediately stopped services, notified both attorneys and the father that we were stopping the visit. Mom's attorney notified her.
Okay.
Then I got a phone call yesterday from Fort Leavenworth CID office of a special agent, basically wanting to make sure that we were also aware of the threats.
Okay.
And I told him, I'm like, we already know, we've stopped the services. He said, oh, okay, can you please send me your titles, and then also send me, if you are making a police report, send me the case number or whatever else that you get.
Gotcha, okay.
So they are, I guess, looking into it as well.
Okay.
And I think this is what I think. I think he wanted to be able to gain access to the emails. We can't give him access because he's not our local law enforcement.
Right.
We can give you access.
Right.
Because we can report it to you, but we can't report it to Fort Leavenworth.
Right, that makes sense.
So I think by us reporting it to you and providing you with information, he's thinking if he has that case number, then he's able to access it, which it's just, red tape.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Exactly.
But we have to be careful because we can't report something that happened here to Fort Leavenworth.
Right, exactly. That makes sense. Gotcha. Let me call my sergeant really quick and just make sure that she's on the same page with me. Are those copies I can take with me?
I can make copies. And
if you don't mind. And then I'll call my sergeant.
That's my copies, and I don't need them because you have the originals. You have the emails.
I need Terry's notes.
Do you need me anymore?
Should I give her them from the detective?
You can give her everything.
Okay.
She's local law enforcement. You can give Leavenworth PD everything.
Okay. Should I give her the note that you called Gary?
I don't think she'll need that.
I don't think she needs
You have to keep our notes.
Yeah.
But as far as copies
But
of
for the emails, and I'm gonna head back this
Hey,
way.
I got kind of an odd situation if you have a minute. Are you familiar with Carolyn Force and her ex-husband, Alex? We keep getting VIPO calls for them. Okay, so they go through CASA for him to be able to see the kids. CASA recently got notified by the mother, Carolyn's attorney, that Alex is sending anonymous emails threatening to kill the kid while he's up here during a CASA visit. CASA is wanting to report it, but I know normally we don't take criminal threats from the third party. It has to be directly from the person being threatened. I'm just wondering if since CASA's involved and there's children involved, if you want me to go ahead with a full-on clear report, or if I can only OAR it since it's coming from the third party. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, there's a lot.
Okay. Alright, will do. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Alright, thanks. Bye. So Sergeant said that since, given the situation, that there's protection orders involved, we've had issues with this family before, there's kids involved, you guys are getting involved, he wants me to go ahead and go forward with a full-fledged state report.
Okay.
So it'll be, for criminal threat, the kid will be the victim, father will be the suspect, and then I'll put you guys down as the reporting party, if that's okay with you. So, would you...
So it's two different emails that so we'll back up because everything's of course in reverse. So it is where I said, hey, to Terry Harris, can you provide me with the threatening emails, Miss Force, pertaining to the supervised visits. She said she'd have her assistant send them to me. Then, so she tells me that since she had notified me that the mother had also received another one, but the first one is, again, they just read so funny. Carolyn, it's Alex Force again. I really don't think it's him. Because it also, I don't know. But basically, it's one of those, it's just, I don't care what happens to me. I can spend the rest of my life in jail. And then it says, we don't have, basically, I think it's that CASA doesn't have guns. Supervised visits, no one in supervised visits can stop me. Laugh out loud. They don't have guns. No, they don't. There's no protection for anyone. You can stop. Then, in the next email, it just said, this one said just supervised visits. But this one then calls out CASA for the visits. Your son. Very odd. Just very odd.
Yeah.
There's two crazies. I don't know which is craziest.
There's a lot of weirdness with this family.
Oh, I guess it's
So Terry Harris, is that Carolyn's attorney?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know? Do we have like the email address that he's using anywhere in here? Is that what that is?
Yep, that's how they're saying that they can't. Like every email that they're saying that she receives it to her military email because she works at Munson.
Okay, yeah.
And so she works at Munson. She
Right.
gets them through her work email. And they're always from some weird anonymous.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, we've been dealing with this couple a lot with like violation of protection orders. And every time she says she gets a text message from him, it's from some weird like text me app or something.
Some weird apps or whatever they have out there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why can't we track it? Because the dad is accusing that she's actually the one writing them, and and mom's saying no, they're all coming from him, or some friend of his, or something of that nature.
Who knows
And at
what
first,
the actual truth is?
And I don't have any access to any of the original, but the first couple emails that she had told me about, they were threats upon her. And now it's moved into let's threaten the child.
Yeah.
And that the one thing about the child threat is he doesn't talk this way in visit.
No, he doesn't. I've talked to him in person
it's
before
just
too.
very, very bizarre.
It's weird. Yeah,
and
the whole thing's weird.
You know, like I think this one says keep him away from me 100%. If you that's the only way the only way that you're going to save the child. And I'm like,
It's
so we're on the fence here because we stopped the visits for safety reasons for these next couple, or for the last 2 visits. But now we're like at the point where do we stop the visits, and if it is her, give her everything that she wants by not having to bring this child here.
right.
If it is dad and he is a sociopath and he comes in here, he's not going to need a weapon to hurt this child.
Right. Yeah.
He's not. He's military trained. He can easily
exactly.
snap the child's neck.
Right.
And it's scary stuff that we're like, what do we do?
Gotcha. Yeah. So let me ask you this: what would, just because I know this family and I'm curious, and I've met their kid. It's a sweet kid. I don't want to see anything happen to him. What would happen if you guys ceased the visits? Would dad still they be
It would
able
have to go back to court.
Okay, so dad wouldn't be able to see it. Like mom wouldn't be able to be like, oh, okay, let's meet at Taco Bell at 5 o'clock on Tuesday.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and Terry would never advise her to do that.
Okay, fair enough.
What's weird also for me, and just knowing the family, why has Terry not filed something to stop the visits, to cease? Because he literally threatened a child's life.
Right, you would think that her attorney would see that and be like, oh, let's take this back to court.
Right now. Like an emergency hearing, stop all visits, stop all contact. She's not. Like mom was going to bring him last night because she was afraid of contempt by his attorney. That if she doesn't follow the order, that was, and I'm like,
why did you not have an emergency hearing then to cover your own butt? It
just makes no sense.
It doesn't. No, nothing. Nothing what this family does.
Like, looking at it, and I'm like, they found that they couldn't trace them back to him. So
right, and that's kind of the issue that we always ran into with BIPOs, because she would say, "Oh, he texted me using this app." Well, we have no way of proving that was actually him using the app.
Yeah. So that's all the communication. You can have.
Is this my copy?
Mm-hmm. You can have that.
I'm gonna make some notes here really quick before
and then
I forget.
this, I don't know if you want this. This is the CAD office. The Daniel's Special Agent Daniel Bailey is the agent.
Yeah, I'll take it just in case.
So you can
yeah,
okay.
I'm just making
you
some notes
come
as
up here
to.
to a desk
Okay, yeah,
make
perfect.
It easier for you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or the conference table here.
That's fine. Yeah, I just want to jot down some notes as to whose email is whose.
And then I guess what do we need to do?
So I will. I'll run out to my car if you would not mind filling out a voluntary statement, just as far as like
We received
how,
notice.
yeah,
Just a summary of how everything went down.
right, yeah. That way I just have that to stick in the report.
Okay.
And then I will give you case number before I leave as well.
Perfect. I'm right up here in the front office.
Okay. I'll be right back with some voluntary statements.
Okay.
I'm not like leaving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Apparently I'm fresh out of voluntary statements. It's the beginning of my shift. I just haven't like restocked on
My
paperwork
husband
yet.
is Jamie, who works security,
Real quick, do you have your
and
ID on you?
I know you used to bring stuff in all the time, and so he used to tell me.
And then everything that you told me has been recorded on body camera, so that should work fine.
My ID. I'm like, what am I? He said, you can drop that paper off to anybody to tell them to give it to me.
Yeah.
And I'll get it filled out. And let you know.
Yep, I will. I'll head back to the station right now, grab that paper. I'll write the case number on top and drop it off here.
Perfect.
And then, real quick, when were you first like initially notified of the email threats? Is it in the email or?
Yeah, the time when I emailed her was after I actually had a phone call with Terry.
Okay.
She called me on Friday the 6th and left a message asking me to call or like to speak with me. I did talk to her then Friday afternoon.
Okay.
Friday afternoon, and she told me about the threat.
Okay.
And then I talked to my director, and she's like, "Okay, let's see how we should handle this."
Right.
And we jumped right on it on Monday, and
Okay,
went from
gotcha.
there, so.
And just to make sure I'm thinking right, you guys have only had contact with the attorney and then the gentleman at the fort about this. You haven't had contact with Carrie about it, have you? Carolyn?
No. The only one
Just
we
making sure
talked
I'm
to, because
thinking right.
Terry talked to her, to
Okay.
Carolyn.
That's what I thought.
We talked to Gary, which is Gary Nelson, who is Dad's attorney.
Okay, gotcha.
We talked to him, and then we wanted to specifically tell the father that this was going on. So we
Okay.
called him to tell him we were stopping the visits until we, because of the emails. And
Oh.
that, and from there.
How was Alex whenever you told him that? Was he
No,
upset or
it didn't,
just
it just
okay?
like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Kind of attitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
You know.
Surprise, surprise, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. fair
Well,
enough.
and he has made statements here before where he has said, I just wait for the next thing for her to accuse me of.
Gotcha.
I'm
okay.
terrified of that her, it's going to be a sexual assault. It's going to be a sexual or a violent this or a violent like he said, I'm just, when I get my kid back, that's what I'm afraid of.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he has
fair
made
enough.
those statements to me before.
Right.
So,
Okay. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and start the report and I'll stop by with the statement here in the
Yep.
next 30 minutes, an hour or
okay,
so.
thank you.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.